But even in paradise, there are rules. The Strait of Gibraltar is a powerful crossroads, home to one of the ocean's most formidable predators, the orca. We were sailing into their world, unaware that our presence was no longer welcome. Our dream was about to collide with a harsh reality, one that would forever change how we saw the ocean. The stage was set for a confrontation we never saw coming.
The plan was simple. A week aboard the Serenity, a luxury yacht gliding through the Mediterranean, from Marbella to the Strait of Gibraltar. We were a small group drawn by the promise of sun, sea, and escape from everyday life. The first days were bliss dolphins at the bow, champagne sunsets, and the illusion of total safety.
It started with a low, rhythmic thudding against the hull. Easy to dismiss but impossible to ignore. The captain checked his instruments. Everything seemed normal, but the sound persisted. The orcas communicated with chilling clicks and whistles, working together to target our boat's weak points. The crew scrambled to secure the deck as the captain called for help, but we were miles from shore. Alone, surrounded, and at the mercy of the ocean's apex predator. The dream had become a nightmare.
The captain's face was grim. He'd heard stories of these attacks.
The mood shifted instantly. Laughter vanished, replaced by tense silence as the thudding grew louder. A huge male orca rammed the rudder, jolting the yacht violently.
Then we saw them. 3 massive orcas, circling with deliberate coordinated movements. The thrill of seeing them turned to dread as they focused on us, their dorsal fins slicing the water.
Only the gentle lapping of waves and quiet sobs remained. The attack was over, but our ordeal had just begun.
The final strike sheared off the rudder. Broken debris floated to the surface. The orcas circled, then vanished into the deep, leaving us in stunned silence.
Fear was physical, a cold knot in my stomach as the crew handed out life jackets and shouted instructions. The beautiful ocean now felt monstrous.
We watched in horror as they rammed the hull and slapped the water near the propellers, dismantling our vessel piece by piece.
Panic erupted. The deck became chaos as the orcas attacked with terrifying strategy, not frenzy.
The captain shouted, "We've lost steering. I have no control."
The first major impact felt like a car crash, fiberglass and metal crunching as an orca slammed the rudder. The psychological strain was immense. As night fell, fear deepened. We were a tiny speck in an indifferent wilderness, stripped of all certainty. All we could do was wait and hope our call for help had been heard.
Every shadow in the water sent a jolt of panic. Were the orcas coming back?
The shock faded into despair as hours passed. The captain had sent a distress call, but the sea is vast. We rationed water and snacks, scanning the horizon for rescue.
The sun now felt cruel, beating down on our stranded yacht.
The rudder was gone. The propellers likely damaged. No steering, no propulsion.
We were adrift, powerless at the mercy of the currents.
The silence after the attack was almost as terrifying as the violence itself. Her words didn't erase our terror, but they reframed it. This was something new, and still not fully understood. We were safe, but forever changed.
The orcas seem to target boats, especially rudders possibly play, or a learned response to trauma.
A maritime biologist explained these orca attacks are not typical predatory behavior.
One by one we crossed to safety, wrapped in blankets and given hot drinks.
An hour later, the rescue boat arrived, its crew moving with calm efficiency.
Their presence was a lifeline, their searchlight a beacon in the twilight.
The Spanish Maritime Safety Agency circled us, confirming our situation and promising a rescue boat.
Look, a helicopter appeared on the horizon, bringing a wave of relief.
Just before dusk, we heard a distant drone growing louder. We survived, but the experience left us with a profound respect and a warning for the ocean's true giants.
When we enter the sea, we are guests in the orcas' world. The rules are changing, and the orcas are writing them.
Is it a reaction to human intrusion or a cultural phenomenon among orcas? No one knows for sure. Our survival story is a cautionary tale, a reminder of nature's power and our own fragility.
Orcas, once distant icons, were now real and intimidating. These attacks are rising, and scientists are searching for answers.
Standing on solid ground felt surreal. The ordeal was over, but we were changed. The ocean was no longer just a beautiful backdrop. It was wild, unpredictable, and home to forces we barely understand.